What's up, guys? Great to see you again. Last time we saw each other, we were talking about the Z Flip 5 versus Moto Razr Plus slash 40 Ultra. If you didn't see that one, I'll have it linked at the end of the video for sure, and maybe somewhere else. But if you're interested, by all means, check that one out. It's a pretty good one, guys, if I do say so myself. But what we're here for today is to delve deep into the Watch 6 Classic, specifically the 47mm. Because that's the one I got. Go big or go home, right? And as you guys know, I like to have kind of a coffee shop talk with you guys where I like to go over my likes, dislikes, and things I like to see change or different moving forward from the company for their specific product as your average consumer, as a guy who doesn't get upgrades with every iteration of every device that comes out, as someone just like you who has to pay for their devices and has to decide, is this worth buying or not? Is this worth spending my hard-earned cash to acquire, or should I wait for something else? And that's what we're going to check out moving forward in this video. Let's get right into it. First of all, guys, I have to say, I was blown away by the ingredients they used to develop and fully bake this product. Out of this world sensational, guys. The stainless steel body, the sapphire crystal glass. I mean, guys, when I tell you that the image quality that you see will blow you away when you first look at it. And I'm talking about when you switch to that tile that has all the little hearts that shows the breakdown of your day in terms of steps and calories and time, things of that nature. The way it looks, that 3D effect that it has, and the way it pops, I mean, just really pops, guys. I was blown away by that. Just something so minute and minuscule just blew me away. I was like, wow, guys, the attention to detail here for something so little blew me away, guys. Just the graphics for that alone. Forget about your wallpapers and stuff. Just the graphics of the tile blew me away. Incredible. You feel the quality difference here between the 4 Classic, which I had previously, the 46mm, and now the 6. And moving forward, I'm just going to refer to them as a 4 and 6. I'm not going to, the names are too long. 4 and 6, okay? The size, guys, the size is crazy here because we got 47mm on the 6, 46 for the 4. That's 1mm difference, but guys, because they made the bezel so much smaller on the 6, it looks like 1.5 times bigger. I mean, it's like night and day difference. The body doesn't look that much bigger or that much different between the two models, but the size of the image that you get with your wallpaper, the watch display, whew, incredible, guys. Blown away. Usually I don't like to get silver watches. I'm kind of a flashy guy, as you can see, the gold, stay gold. I'm all about gold, kind of, whatever. But this time I thought, okay, I want to get silver because I saw some videos where it looked super flashy, just my style, crisp, clean, and chic. Guys, chic. That's the theme of this whole video here, is that this device is, simply put, chic. Very flashy, extremely chic. And that silver, guys, is the one you want to get because it just pops, guys. It stands out, it pops. The materials look sensational in silver, guys. Just mwah, beautiful. Incredible. I have no regrets, guys. I absolutely love it. It's my daily driver right now. As you guys know, this new gimmicky thing with Samsung, the one-touch watch band, which is nice. I mean, it made it easier for me to just pop those watch bands off and toss them, get rid of them, because I don't really use Samsung's watch bands. Yeah, the quality is nice. I mean, they feel comfortable, they're smooth, they're slick, they feel nice, but I'm my own person. I like to have my own personal style, my own personal flair. Like I said, I want to keep it chic, and Samsung doesn't really do that while you're also trying to maintain a budget. I mean, for the most bland watch strap, they're charging 60, 70 bucks, something crazy, when you can go on Amazon and get something incredible like what you see here and have it match with your phone like I'm doing. And that only cost me less than 20 bucks for the watch band, guys. I mean, it's incredible. So I appreciate that they made it a lot more simple to just pop their watch bands off and toss them aside to throw on something that's more attuned to something I would like to wear and represent myself with. Kudos to you guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. Something I'm not sure, guys, if they had on the 4. I'm pretty sure they didn't have it, but I never would have used this feature before because I only used one phone, the Galaxy S22 Ultra, during the time that I was using my 4. But this time I switched from the 4 to the Z Flip 5, and I first set up my Watch 6 on the 22, on the S22. And then I went to go switch it over to the 5, and I saw that, hey, they have this new feature where it's just a simple one-touch, simple update / switch over to your new device. It doesn't restart your watch. It doesn't delete anything. It super easily and quickly just transfers ownership from one phone to another phone, and you're good to go at the press of a single button, guys. Awesome. I love that. Let me get a little deeper into it just for your sake a little bit, what are the measurements like for your health and things of that nature? Guys, all the watches are going to be the same. You're going to see little minute differences maybe in some of these high-end watches in terms of your heart rate or the amount of steps that they can gather. None of them are going to be 100% accurate. For the most part, what they have going today, they're all going to be pretty comparable, so it's right in line with those. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really track my workouts because I don't like to do it if I'm doing push-ups or weights or anything like that. It doesn't make sense to me, honestly. I feel like it works half the time. It's kind of gimmicky. And then when you're using it, I think the main use of it is if you're doing a bike ride or running or walking, which I go on walks or runs daily. I already know the routes that I'm going to be going on, so I don't need to be tracking it every time. I did it the first time. It seemed to fall right in line with the other watches I've had, which are the Garmin Venue 2 Plus and the Amazfit GTR 3 Pro Limited Edition, which I'll go into deeper details about later on. But it's comparable, guys. It's comparable. After the first time, seeing if it would collect the information about the routes I go on, I don't use it after that. And then the battery life, guys, you're not going to get 2 full days out of it in a little bit. With other watches like the Venue that I mentioned or the Amazfit, I'm getting 7 to 14 days respectively out of those 2 watches. That's incredible, guys. It's set it and forget it type of thing if you've seen those infomercials. But it's kind of like that, guys. But with these ones, you have to charge it every day, essentially. Which leads us into the things I don't find too enjoyable about it, or that could be improved. The tilt to wake feature, guys. I don't use the always on. I don't like it. I don't want everybody knowing what's going on with my business. I don't have the screen turn on automatically whenever my notifications come in case I want to be 007 that day, and I don't want everybody in the world to see the notifications going to my watch and know my business until I'm ready to just tilt and look and see what's going on with it. I set it to tilt to wake and double tap and moving whenever I touch the bezel. The tilt to wake feature is great. It works 98% of the time on point. But a lot of times, especially if I'm maybe in bed and I get a message or something like that, when I tilt to wake, it doesn't come on. It either will lag or it doesn't come on at all. It's not on point 100% every time. And I feel like they could improve on that a little bit. For the most part, it's good. The price, guys. Let's talk about the price a little bit. This is not an inexpensive device by any means. It's $430 if you're not doing any trade-ins. The real seller here is the trade-in offers. I'm trading in my 4 to get this 6, and part of that, a big decision for that was that I'm future-proofing myself, honestly, for upcoming iterations of the device moving forward, because it's not like they're going to offer me top dollar for my 4 when the 8 is coming out at that point. When that happens, they're going to be offering me the same prices for the 6 that they did just now for the 4. So a big part of it was, hey, I'll just spend around $200 after trade-in, get the 6, and get rid of my 4. And it's a night and day difference between these 2 devices, guys. I highly recommend, it depends on your budget, but I highly recommend that you guys, honestly, if you're thinking about these 2 devices, because I know on Amazon, the 4 is like $230, I think, right now, $220. I wouldn't get that, guys. If you feel like you absolutely need to watch it and it's in your budget, okay, do it. But if you want to be future-proofed and you want something that's on the cutting edge of technology in terms of Samsung devices, I would find a way to get the 6. It looks way more streamlined, way more fresh, way more chic. Incredible, guys. It looks just incredible night and day compared to the 4. That being said, I still really want to see something completely different from Samsung here, guys. And that was something that was really disappointing to me, and I wasn't too excited about getting this watch. Like I said, the main reason I did it was to future-proof, just to keep my options open moving forward. But I wasn't too excited to get this watch. I was happily surprised when I got the product, and I was blown away by it. But just looking at the casing and the overall look of the watch, it looks like the other ones for the most part. It's more streamlined, sure, but it's nothing that's just wow factor. You know what I mean? Okay, the bezel's back. Great. Okay, we had that before. It's more streamlined, it's thinner. All that great. I'm talking about things like Huawei watches, guys. I'm a big fan of those dials that turn, like the single dial, where you can navigate with that as if it were your rotating bezel. They use that as the rotating bezel. I love that, guys. I think that is so chic. And Huawei is absolutely on the forefront of fashion when it comes to their smartwatches. Every new iteration blows you out of the water even more than the previous one, guys. It's incredible. Samsung, I feel, kind of settles. They just do these little minute differences, just enough to kind of justify an upgrade if you want to get one, but more so you're getting the upgrades because of trade-in deals. That's really what's selling it for you, I feel like, with these watches. Otherwise, for the most part, I feel like you're kind of getting the same thing moving forward. Yeah, the extra nittage that we get here, the 2000 nits of brightness, game changer, guys. I mean, it's beautiful. Out in the sun, you can really clearly see your display, no questions asked, and it looks crisp and clear and gorgeous. And I appreciate that they did that. It's beautiful. But I want to see something different in terms of the hardware and how it looks. I want to see something more in tune with what's going on with fashion today. I want to see just something unique, something different than these same watches they keep pumping out. Something different, I want something unique, extravagant, different, something that gets me excited. Not just, I guess I'll get it because of the trade-in deal. And then kind of still feel iffy about it. I want to feel confident that this is the one I want, 100%, no questions asked. Don't we all want that, Do you want to feel that way about your tech? I know I do, guys. So moving forward, those are some changes I'd like to see from Samsung. I'd like to see Samsung take some risks, do something different in terms of their hardware and the overall look and feel of their devices. Not just these little safe, almost like minutia feeling increments of change that they provide us with their devices, guys. I'd like to see more from them. Come on, guys. But overall, guys, blown away by it, guys. Blown away. The user experience has been incredible. I love the graphics on it. As you can see, I'm heavy into Demon Slayer right now. I love being able to match my devices. I'm heavy into the Samsung ecosystem. If you're in the Samsung ecosystem, it doesn't get any better than this with the Flip 5 Watch 6 combination, guys. It's clean. It's just clean. It looks good. You're going to get compliments. You're going to feel good rocking it. You're going to feel like you look on point and chic. Guaranteed. The last thing I want to touch on, guys, sleep tracking. Not so good. Sleep tracking, no. Not so good, guys. Doesn't pick up my sleep that well. Let me tell you the absolute best device for sleep tracking, the Amazfit that I mentioned. Hands down, picks up all your naps for the most part, okay? 95% of the time. 95% of the time, it's 100% accurate with my sleep, guys. Picking up naps if I ever take them, the exact duration of the time, exactly the time I woke up. I assume the time I fell asleep, because I don't know when I fell asleep. I have trouble sleeping at night, guys. Sometimes I fall asleep easily, but I can't stay asleep. I wake up a lot, and it picks up all of those. All the times I wake up and go back to sleep, it'll show you all of those in their Zep app. And that's a $200 device. This is a $400 plus device in the 6 that we have, and it's not accurately tracking my sleep. It doesn't stop the sleep counter until I actually look at the watch and open up the sleep tile to see the summary of my sleep that night. And then it says I slept until the very second that I touched the sleep tile. How's that possible? That's when it says I just stopped sleeping. Like I woke up at that time when I press on the sleep tile. The sleep summary tile. It doesn't pick up any naps. It's just not accurate. And that's the unfortunate thing here, guys. My daily driver before this watch was the Venue 2 Plus. And I thought, guys, it can't get any better than this. The watch looks chic as hell with this white body, gold finish. Looks incredible. I thought the screen looked great. Yeah, the bezel was a little bit big on it, but it didn't actually bother me at all. I thought it was great until I saw the Samsung screen and I was like, I didn't even know what great was, guys. I mean, I was blown away by the difference between the two screens. Blown away. It's night and day at this point for me. I don't even know if I can go back to the Venue in terms of image quality. I'm being facetious. I can. It looks great still, but that's just how crisp and clean the Samsung looks. But the Venue lasts 7 days, guys. Charge it once, lasts 7 days, and then it charges at a rapid rate when I want it refilled on battery. The 6 of Samsung charges at the same rate that it was doing on the 4. It's still slow. It takes a while, guys. Pack some of those features into this. You're charging top dollar, but you're not really providing top value. I don't care about the sensor that they're talking about. That's like this infrared thing where when you sleep, you're not going to see the green or red diodes of your watch. It's going to be invisible. I mean, I'm not seeing the beams regardless, guys, when I'm sleeping. I'll be honest with you. My watch is tight enough on my skin that it's comfortable but not too tight, and I'm not seeing the beams unless I'm actively trying to look for it. I don't need something like that. I prefer you guys take that money for the R&D and put it into something else like battery life or something. Focus on something else, guys. Making something else better. The body, the overall look and feel of the device, not these incremental changes. Something bigger. That's what I really like to see. I'm really curious what you guys think, guys. If you have this watch, if you don't have this watch, either way, Let me know in the comments if you have it. You guys agree with me? What do you guys think are the positives and negatives of this device? And what would you like to see moving forward from Samsung? I want us to get into kind of a coffee shop chat about this, where we delve deep into it, understanding each other's viewpoints. That's really important to me, guys, because I have the way I'm feeling about it, the way I think about it, but I really want to know what you guys think and how it melds and meshes with the way I think, so that I can expand my own horizons on this product and other products moving forward. If you guys want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. I'm not going to stop you, but mainly, I just kind of want to know what you guys think of the device. If you guys have any questions on it, if I'm able to answer it. In terms of day-to-day usage and feel of the device, I can do that. If it comes to things like specs and all of that, I'm not MKBHD, guys, you know? I'm just the average dude who uses this device and had to decide, do I want to spend my money on this device versus another device? Because it didn't come to me for free. And I don't upgrade my devices with every new device that comes out and have this abundance and plethora of options. I have to actually be picky and choosy about what I decide to buy. Something tells me most of you are probably like that as well, you know, a real person. So let's get into a discussion about it, guys. I'd love to know what you guys think. Thanks for stopping by again, guys. Appreciate having you here. Thanks for watching it according to Ash, and I'll catch you later. Stay gold.